Welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and this information came to us less than 12 hours ago, and it's going live in less than 4 hours, and it is some of it inaccurate, so I apologize, but this is all we have. We're waiting for an update, and when the update comes, we will update our descriptions, but unfortunately, we have to work with what we have. This will be going live in a few hours, but I wanted to go ahead and do it because if I don't do a video, people will say, why didn't you do a video? And a lot of people like to listen to these videos as kind of a podcast of sorts when they're driving to get the updated information. So let's get right into it. This is the literal largest update of the year. It's got multiple new game modes. It's got multiple new characters, new updates, all sorts of crazy stuff going down. So let's get right into it. So there's going to be a prelude to the territory wars, so they don't want you to be overwhelmed. What they're going to do is they're going to give you some information. It's going to be an in-game link that you can click, and it's going to give you a bunch of information about territory wars. Also, they're going to do an event series called Territory Wars Event Series. In this event, players are going to be exposed to different kinds of defensive squads. This is going to give you ideas and help you start prepping for the very first Territory Wars coming out soon. There will be unique events for players at level 20 through 39, 40 through 59, 60 through 69, 70 through 79, and 80 through 85. We'll get 2 tiers. So remember, territory wars are going to be for players 65 plus, but even people under 65 will get an exposure to it and some practice. So this is pretty cool. Be on the lookout for this event. It's in the run-up to territory wars. Now, they're giving us some scheduling information. It says starting on November 22nd, players will receive the first newsletter about territory wars, and the prelude to territory wars event will start. It's Imperial Retaliation, which is the new Dark Side Territory Battles. So they're going to start naming or talking about Dark Side Territory Battles as Imperial Retaliation, is going to start November 23rd. Yes, Thursday. You heard it here. Crazy. Thursday, the new Dark Side Territory Battles launches. Absolutely nuts. And it runs through November 28th. The first Territory Wars will then start on November 28th, which is the last day of Territory Battles Dark Side. So they're really going from Territory Battles to Territory Wars, back to back. Pretty interesting, and we won't have a light side Territory Battles during this period of time. So that's good. As long as there's no issues, the second Territory Wars will start on December 1st. So they're going to bust another Territory Wars out pretty quickly. This is good because we want to get as much of the rewards as possible in Territory Wars as we can. Until the end of the year, our plan is to run a territory battle, either the light side or the dark side, and then run 2 territory wars with at least a day in between. We will be alternating territory battles between Rebel Assault or the Imperial Retaliation. So now they're calling the light side Rebel Assault and the dark side territory battle Imperial Retaliation. It says, note, until the new Territory War client is released, you may see the Imperial Invasion territory battle scheduled for Thursday, November 23rd. This will be updated to Imperial Retaliation. All right, Territory Wars. To get prepared for the ultimate guild versus guild showdown, Territory Wars, a new guild event that pits your guild and collection against other guilds and their collections for the true test of who's on top. It says, prepare your territories for invasion by setting defenses. Conquer enemy territories as you annihilate their defenses. Use all new guild leader officer commands to direct your guildmates in both Territory Wars and Territory Battles. The original rollout they did of those skill or those tools for leaders, I believe, was the beginning. It's not the end. I believe there are more coming in that are going to help you and be a little bit more detailed than what originally came. It also says climb the leaderboard, anticipate regular changes in the future to keep gameplay varied and exciting. So there's going to be some changes with the skinning, like the planets and things like that. I'm sure of that. This could include unique unit bonuses and platoon missions.
Oh good, I can't maneuver!
Stay on target.
We're too close!
Stay on target.
All right. The new territory battles, it says, with the release of Imperial Retaliation, which is the dark side, they're going to be updating Imperial Invasion to now be called Rebel Assault. So Rebel Assault will be the light side. Imperial Retaliation will be the dark side. So the players can more clearly know which collections required in the territory battles. So basically just a titling difference. For the new territory battle, Imperial Retaliation, this is the dark side one. It said the dark side of Hoth is now going to arrive. So this is the other side of the battle. It says starting this week, players will take on the mantle of the Empire as they crush the rebellion and destroy the hidden base of Hoth. Moving forward, the rebel base, players will experience the following: Colonel Stark, Imperial Probe Droid, General Veers, Snow Trooper, Darth Vader are the new Hoth hero units that will be required for special missions. Warning, warning, warning. This is your who to farm. This are the characters that you're going to need. These are all the specific ones. So here you go. This information is extremely important for Darkside Territory battles. Everybody wanted to know, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What do we farm? Here you go. Two of the new characters, General Veers, Snow Trooper, and Darth Vader. So it also says some combat missions will require Empire. So that'll be a specific requirement, Empire required. There will be an Imperial Trooper. So there will be a node that says Imperial Troopers only. And Bounty Hunter factions. So I can only hope that they're going to rework the Bounty Hunters in December, because the way the Bounty Hunters currently are, they either have to make that node ridiculously easy to beat, or they're going to have to rework the Bounty Hunters. So those are the three that they're currently telling us about, that some combat missions are going to require Empire, Imperial Trooper, and Bounty Hunters. The first three vertical slices have been curated static squad requirements. So there's going to be a link that we'll be able to click on it at a later time and see this when this thing goes live. It says the special abilities you fought to activate the Rebel Assault, you will fight to deactivate in the Imperial Retaliation, and vice versa. So you're basically going the opposite side of the map. It says an additional territory has been added. So now there are a total of 48 stars that can be obtained. So now 45 stars is no longer the threshold for max. It is now 48 stars. Crazy. It says we've dropped combat and special mission encounters from 6 to 4. It says combat and special missions. So I'm assuming the specials going from 3 to 4, even though it says it's dropped, it's going to go from 3 to 4, and all the combat are going from 6 to 4. So all nodes will be 4 rounds. That should help significantly with time, because that's a 1/3 time saving. So if this is taking you 30 minutes to play, it should only take you 20 minutes to play. 10-minute savings is a 10-minute savings. We'll take it.
Oh, good, I can't maneuver.
Stay on target.
We're too close.
Stay on target.
New characters. It says our newest additions to the Holotale come courtesy of the chilling planet of Hoth. That's why these 3 characters are coming in, because they have relevance to the Hoth planet. It says the release of these include the explosive Imperial Probe Droid, which is like a dark side Darth Nihilist, but for the droids and or Empire, so pretty cool. The formidable Colonel Stark, who I think is going to be decent, especially with your Imperial Troopers on the node that will be required for Imperial Troopers, and the fearsome Hoth Predator, the Wampa. I just think the Wampa is going to be overall the best damage dealer character in the game for Darkside Territory battles because of his stacking offense. By the 4th round, he'll probably be hitting for like 500,000 and just one-shotting everything. It says now, for the first time in Galaxy of Heroes, players can acquire a creature. So that's interesting. It says enemies will cower before the imposing might of the Wampa, who attacks relentlessly, with each hit increasing his strength. Opponents who do not stop the Wampa fast enough will find themselves quickly overwhelmed and defeated. I did a video on that. Check it out. It is absolutely amazing. Also incoming, the Imperial Probe Droid that inflicts target lock, providing an Empire source for expose, while Colonel Stark provides Empire allies powerful critical buffs like critical chance and damage, and a fearsome addition to the Imperial Trooper squad. These characters will be acquired in the following locations. Warning, 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 this information is incorrect. They will be updating this when they launch this in a couple hours, but it says the Wampa's in the guild store. It will not be in the guild store. The Wampa will be unlockable, I believe, in Territory Wars as a reward in Territory Wars, but we'll get more information on that. That's what they told us last time. And then the Imperial Probe Droid is going to be unlockable on the dark side territory battles, which they said. And then Colonel Stark, they said, we're going to be in the guild store. Originally, they said Stark was going to be in Cantina, and now they're saying he's going to be in guild store. And on this update, it says he's going to be on the territory battle map. But we've been told it is the guild store that he will be in. It also says that not the Wampa, but the other two, the droid and Stark, will have packs and bundles. It looks like two kinds of packs and bundles. A $12.99 pack where you'll realistically get 7 shards of whack, and which is the usual suspect. And then also a $9.99 pack that will provide you with 40 of those shards. So that way, I believe you can unlock that particular character. Double drops. Make mine a double. That's right. That was a reference to the 2-year anniversary and getting double drops for that. It says there will be double drops for 2 days, the 23rd and the 24th. Be sure to check your inbox on the 22nd for a special gift from Galaxy of Heroes team. Very cool. I am extremely excited to see what they put in the special gift. They did ask for feedback from the Game Changers. I have no idea what of the suggestions we put forth will actually come to fruition, but I am excited to see any special gift at all. I think that would be awesome. They are doing what they call a shard shuffle, which means they're moving around some people. Now the smugglers are going to be farmable. Warning, warning, warning. Guys, if you want Rey, the new Rey, I highly suggest you immediately start focusing on Chewbacca and Han in the Cantina. They're both going to be in level 8. It's going to take you a while, but I would start to work them out. Get 1 to 5 stars, get the next 1 to 5 stars, and then work them both to 6, and then work them both to 7. But get the smugglers up to 7 stars if you want the new Rey. If you don't have the ability to get the new Rey because you don't have BB-8 or you're missing someone in that journey potential, then just...
Oh, good, I can't maneuver.
Stay on target.
We're too close.
Stay on target.
Also, aside from the smugglers, they're going to be putting all of the new Night Sisters into the Chromium packs. This is a good thing for anybody who happens to buy Chromium packs, because instead of waiting for 1 year to 2 years to unlock these characters or get these characters to 7 stars, now you'll be able to buy the Chromium packs and get them to drop. I'm sure their drop rate will be elevated during the next few months because they're kind of the featured character inside of these packs. So you should be able to get or enjoy a slightly higher drop rate for those particular characters. It also says, in addition, the PvE shipment tables have been updated. It says the PvE shipments now offer a wider array of gear and characters and now offer ship blueprints. So pretty exciting. We're going to have more access to gear than we've had before, more characters and more blueprints. I'm looking forward to some of the harder to farm characters getting more nodes, some of the ships that are hard to get getting some nodes for themselves, and it's a great time to be free to play. I know when I started, if you wanted a particular ship, you had to either buy it or you had to farm it slowly. Now there are a lot of ships where when you're farming the character, you get both the character and their ship on the same node. That is a free to play dream because it's 2 birds, 1 stone. You just farm one thing and you get 2 things. So pretty awesome. Now this is the packs and bundles. It has a bunch of stuff like I mentioned earlier. They're going to, of course, have this $12.99 crystal bundle where you get 5 to 330. You're realistically going to get, the last 2 times I've done these videos on these packs, you get an average of 8.1. I know other people that get an average of less than that. If you're going to get these, understand you're going to get an average of 7 to 8 crystal, or 7 to 8 shards per pack on average, and you're unlikely to get any more. So just know that going in, if you're going to spend 1,300 crystals on either one of these. That's for the Imperial Probe Droid and for Colonel Stark. There will be a Empire Faction pack, which is going to allow for you to buy as many shards as you want of these characters that are Empire to try to boost them. The issue with this pack is it's random. You don't know which character you're getting. There are a ton of characters, good and bad, as well as you're realistically going to get 10 to 15 shards, and it's going to be a decent amount of crystals for it. So here are the bundles that people are going to probably be more interested in. These bundles, if you're a Dolphin or above, obviously if you're free to play, you're not going to spend money, but if you're a Dolphin or above, these would be decent investments into this game. That would be the Imperial Command Bundle, which you're going to get 40 shards of Colonel Stark. Now, I don't know where he unlocks at, so I do not know if this will be enough to unlock. I'm guessing he needs 80 to unlock, and I'm guessing you're going to get 40, which will put you halfway there to the unlock. That is my best educated guess. So if you spend this one-time purchase of $10, you'll be halfway there, and then you may have to do some more of those $12.99 bundles or farm him slowly through the guild shipments. That is where he will be available to unlock him. The same pack will be available for the Imperial Probe Droid, which is 40 shards. I'm sure it will unlock at 80, which means that you'll be halfway there, and then you will either need to buy those $12.99 packs to get him to unlock or get him through the territory battles. There's also another bundle called the Imperial Retaliation Bundle, which is to try and get you ready for territory battles. This is a one-time bundle that will include several pieces of fully crafted high-end gear, ability materials, including Omega materials, credits, XP training droids, so on and so forth. And it's specifically going to give you General Veers and the Snow Trooper, who are both Imperial troopers. So I would definitely, if, I got to look at it. It says 4 million in credits, droids. It says 45 times tier 4. And then it says ability mats and gear. I don't know what the pack specifically looks like as far as what gear, but it does specifically say high-end, fully crafted gear and Omega, so I'm excited to see what all is available. It is $65, and I have both of these characters maxed, so it would have to be a lot of high-end gear and a lot of Omegas for it to be worth it, but it might if they have enough gear in there. And then there is one called for Director Krennic, Advanced Weapons Research Bundle, and it's going to get you Director Krennic, and it's $14.99. Director Krennic will probably be one of the best leaders for Darkside territory battles in the game. I have already recommended him to be Zeta'd if you have him. And this is also going to get you ability mats and get him leveled up. So he's a little bit more than some of the other characters, but I believe the 50 that you get is a really great boost to him. If you need to level him up, then great. Otherwise, you could probably just get him the old-fashioned way. The problem is he is a slow farm. They said they were going to increase the amount of locations for certain characters, so it remains to be seen how they shuffle around new characters into new nodes as to whether this will be worth it or not. Also, the guild officer tools, I already told you what they've added is only part of it. It says they're going to add a variety of guild leader officer tools that should significantly help with the coordination of both territory battles and wars. And then they have a post. You'll be able to click that link when this goes live. There are some bugs they're going to work through. They're always trying to work out the kinks and bugs. So if you have a bug, make sure that you report it in detail. And if you have video, please supplement that and send it to the forums. This way they can capture these bugs and fix them. But Boba Fett, dead or alive, turn meter gain from thermal detonators explosion can no longer be resisted, so that's good. Cad Bane's Hunter reflexes will now grant correct amount of turn meter on encounters with 2 or more. Emperor Palpatine's the Emperor of the Galactic Empire will now apply potency and dodge down on encounters with 2 or more. Hoth Rebel Scout fixed an issue with Hope of the Alliance where the turn meter gain from defeating an enemy could be resisted. Kanan Jarrus Zeta upgrade total defense will now grant turn meter to allies who lose foresight, which was what it was supposed to do. Night Sister Acolyte Sacrificial Magics will now have a chance to dispel all debuffs on her. Old Daka's Serve Again will no longer trigger after Old Daka is defeated. And Qui-Gon Jinn, his leadership ability will now apply at the start of the battle. For General, it says it fixed issues where protection buffs were being persisted as base protection upon completion of a battle in Galactic War. And then fixed some territory battle effects that were not playing their sounds. The Ion Cannon Platoon ability did not mention that it affects Phase 6 Imperial Fleet staging area. The 2x icon from Cantina Battles was overlapping with the double drop text bonus rewards on the main screen on the 4:3 aspect ratio screen. These are a lot of just superficial bugs, by the way. Also, not all characters that require a piece of gear were being displayed when tapping on it. I noticed that you had to tap on it, get out, tap on it again, and then it would show all the characters. That was a common thing. Also, engaging in a territory battle combat mission was replacing the player's squad in the Cantina Battles. They want to make sure you're still doing your Cantina Battles daily. It says star requirement on units tab of raid details did not match the actual star requirement, and promoting a character was actually showing a higher animation on stars than they were really getting, i.e. you were promoting to 5-star, yet it will show 6-star, then go back down to 5-star, confusing people. Ships could become unselectable due to ships swaying around. That was a huge issue and has been for the last year since ships were entered in last year. It's not 100% fixed, but they say they have vastly improved the ability to target ships. Also, the AT-AT assault can no longer be counter-attacked. Interesting, I didn't know it wasn't counter-attackable. And titles for challenges, events, and mod battles were capitalized. Alrighty then. The last thing says, what's ahead? The belonging you seek is not behind you, it is ahead. So what this is about is Maz Katana said this to Ray. So obviously this is telling us that Ray is coming in very soon into the game. That, I think, is what the cryptic message is all about. As always, I hope this video has helped you analyze and understand what's going on as far as the packs and the new areas. Make sure that as soon as this drops that you click on all the additional hyperlinks. There will be more information for everything, and there will be in-game notification, and enjoy the new 2-year anniversary rewards. As always, keep your gaming on. Warrior, out.
Good, I can't maneuver.
Stay on target.
We're too close.
Stay on target.